Hey, what's up? It's Amina Seen It, and we just saw Raising Kanan Season 3, Episode 8. Tell me what y'all guys thought. I feel like lately, it's a bunch of fillers. All I know is Episode 9 and 10 better be rocking. Y'all gotta give me something. No surprises. But anyway, it starts off Rock home smoking. Now you see the ashtray. She did like 10 cigarettes back to back. Chain smoking. Lulu walking up. Rock, we're unalivers. Okay. Yes, he has way more bass in his voice. My friends hate when I make males sound like itches, especially my male friends. They be like, men don't sound like that. But he's whining, so when people whine, I do that. I'm extra. Lulu whines a lot. What kills me is that Lulu blames everybody else. When he pulled the trigger, Igga? No. And I wish I could curse a lot. Then we see Snap, Pop, Ronnie, and Kanan all seated together at this restaurant. Question: do Snap and Pop ever get up? How many hours you think they sit in that darn spot? It would drive me crazy. But they both are trying to force a drink down Kanan's throat. And I think more so they want to see what Kanan is made of, if he got any vices. Because right after that, you hear Snap talk about, oh, good, you like to have a clear head. That's how DEF CON used to be. So they're chatting, getting to know each other. It's not even in a friendly way. It's called keep everyone close. They like to know who they're getting in business with. I will give Kanan that one thing that he is aware. Say less. But why Pop called Ronnie Urkel? They have jokes for days on Ronnie. Rock finally got drunken Lou to sleep, and Marvin comes over trying to save everybody, which Marvin has to stop. Everyone that he's trying to save is going to hurt him. You got Lou blasting their business out in the street. We're not even gonna get into Gerald yet, because I'm saving the worst for last, and I do mean Gerald is the worst. Now, I do understand the conversation Rock was having with Lulu. She has to make the decisions that nobody wants to make. Think about it. The situation that happened with Kanan and his best friend, where Lulu had to unalive him. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather it have been her son? One of them had to go. Rock made the choice. You have Aisha and Juke bonding at a sleepover. Aisha notices the picture of her and Nicole. Their relationship is just getting bonded tighter and deeper. Excuse the pun. Yo, if my friends were here, they'd be like, got him. Marvin is asking for time with Lulu. It's really one of the decisions where you have to make a smart decision. It's the fact that he's talking, and he's talking to anyone that will listen to him. They're letting the fact that it's their brother getting the way, but it's a real judgment call. That's why Marvin keeps playing with Rock, because he knows what's the right thing to do. And why and what I mean is the right thing is the wrong thing. So Snap and Pop is questioning. So Pop is questioning Ronnie about having a woman steady. Again, Ronnie gives me DEF CON homie vibe. He had a lot of positive things to say about DEF CON. I'm telling you. And we know DEF CON played for the other team. I believe Ronnie does too. How you don't even know the name of the person you would study with? Snap is trying to figure out if Kanan is built for this by comparing his mother, talking about, oh, she know what she's doing. This is your competition. And Kanan is like, I'm my own person too. You know, he's trying to build himself up. So I think it just makes him harder and harder. But again, he's a kid playing a grown folks game. So every time Snap and Pop talk to him, they're trying to figure stuff out. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. It's always a motive. So Rock talks to Marvin about figuring out what Kanan is doing. Deep down, Marvin knows that everything should be focused on Lulu, because he knows Lulu's about to get everybody in some mess. Marvin casing the dudes on the motor pads, trying to figure out what's in the bag. What's Kanan moving? Of course, he knocks the dude off the bike and snatches the book bag like Scorpio from Mortal Kombat. Get over here. And he finds the H. He's worried because he knows just by having that little bit on them, 1 to 9 years. So now he's worried about his little nephew because he done moved on to big stuff. At the same time, Rock is over there with Quan, and Quan is telling her that she has competition and that she needs to make an example out of her competition. So when Rock and Marvin get back and they speak, they realize that she's in competition with her son, baby boy. And Rock is thinking how to get back at them. So she figures, you know what? Let me call this social worker and get Kanan in line. So she sends the social worker over to Kanan's house. And she's like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Why you're not staying with your mother? She's looking around the filthy apartment and she sees Crystal. I wonder if she smelled that smoke because they definitely were smoking. And she tells him if he doesn't go home, she's going to be there with the cops and arrest him. I know she felt like she thought she really had authority and control in her job. Sorry. Kanan gets Ronnie. Now this reminds me of a scene of my favorite movie, Goodfellas. Let me tell you real quick what happened in Goodfellas. So the boy was hanging out with the mafia. He was running errands for them, burning people's cars, setting places on fire, little mischievous things. He was cutting school. So you know how the school mails you something home? Baby, he had the mafia bosses go get the mailman, went right to his place of job, pointed him out, got the mailman, almost threw him in the oven and said, if you deliver one more piece of mail to his mother that has anything to do with his school, you will never see your family again. They stopped getting mail delivered to their house, period. So he took this scene, reminds me of that. Only thing is, they wasn't that detailed. They just showed Ronnie scary behind walking up to the social worker. Done. Because now if she calls the cops, she got to worry about her life. And I know that job don't pay enough. And she's not trying to make that big of a difference where her life is at stake. So I guess he's going to be getting good reports from now on. Kudos, Kanan. Kudos. He countered his mother. You got Burke's father snooping around. Like I said, Detective Howard is going down. Meet me outside. No. Yeah. So he's taking his time. Detective Burke's father's taking his time, but he's about to piece together that Howard has been throwing stones at his daughter, meaning he had the investigation opened up on his daughter to begin with. His karma's coming. Plus, Detective Howard, look at me. Stop messing with Marvin. We love him. And if you do set him up, when you set him up, or if you try, if you succeed, we're going to hate you. Anyway, carry on. Of course, Rock comes and sees Snap and Pop, same location, same tired ass chairs. I told you they don't move. I think they have certain hours where they're there, but she pretty much tells them stop messing with her son. I mean, I guess stop messing with her son. Those are fighting words, but come on. If you messing with somebody's son, you should have took it up with Rock to begin with. Y'all know what y'all was getting into. Y'all picked a side already. Stick with it. Could we talk about Rock and Lulu's mother? Rock tells her mother to watch Lulu. She's like, yeah, I need some money. So Rock gives her a few $100s, which is more than Lou was giving her, of course. She doesn't make a hard attempt to stop him. Matter of fact, when Lou wakes up, I think she tries to get rid of him. How's she gonna fix him some burnt toast? Either she wanted him to leave or she just really can't cook. And it's not even that. The funny thing is she knows she burnt the toast And she feeds it to him anyway. You couldn't even just get another piece of bread. He leaves, he hits a bar. He almost got robbed by somebody that thought he was vulnerable. But they had a live one on their hands. And Lou was packing. They came, what they said, how you bring a knife to a gunfight. Lulu was armed. And Lulu, of course, was screaming how he's the unaliver at the beginning of the episode. He shot off rounds. And they left. Who's here for the Save Lou train? And who's not? I'm just tired. I think that he just talks too much. He won't even sit still. Crystal is a live one. I'm seeing Crystal talking to Kanan thinking, you know what? Because she's like, how's Juke doing? Or, you know, what has Juke said about me? And I'm like, what? She wants Juke or something? No. I guess she was trying to figure out what would happen if she set Juke up. But Kanan was like, you know, we're not close right now. So Crystal has Jukebox jumped in the train station because they made Juke the lead. So Crystal figures out if Jukebox doesn't make rehearsal, I get to sing lead. So it does not work. Jukebox beats the girls up, makes it to rehearsal. The manager sees that Jukebox is bruised up. And it looks like she got so much respect for Jukebox because Jukebox showed up, didn't complain she was hurt, and got up there and started singing and dancing and didn't miss a beat. That's always respectable. Brock goes to see Pranisa. So Pranisa tries not to tell her information, but told her everything she needed to know when she spilled the beans on Juliana. And Rock was like, be careful. So I don't know, maybe next episode, Ronnie's gonna come at Pranisa. He may find out she talked. Because everything they do on screen has repercussion. Rock goes to Rakim, gives permission to off Juliana. When she goes to off Juliana, why Juliana thought she could just pay her way out of that? I'm like, what? It's not about money, sweetie. It's not like, come on. The roosters come home to crow. I think that's the saying. Anyway, you reap what you sow. And yes, thank you. She got her right in her leg real quick. Hot pocket. Because you know why? I don't want you to move. I want you to know I'm serious. And I want to see you in fear. Because you deserve it, Juliana. You had it coming. You don't mind your business and you're in other people's way. Why? Why I feel like it's personal. And she finished her off the way she taught Kanan to do to his pops, which he didn't. Juliana finally got what she needed. Of course, Rock gets her way. We're going to speed this up. We're going to talk about Gerald. Gerald. You slimy, intolerable, disgusting sack of ish. I'm looking at the bottom of my sneaker because I'm like, he's like gum at the bottom of my shoe. After all that Marvin has done, he has saved your life, your children's life. You can't help everybody. Marvin went too soft trying to, and that's what I'm saying. Lulu's gonna come back to bite him in his ass. Gerald is definitely coming back to bite him in his ass. That's all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say. I don't like him worse than Juliana. As much as Ronnie bothers me, he doesn't bother me that much because you know where he's coming from. It's that throwing stones hide your hands thing that I cannot stand. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. This has been Amina Seen It.